If you don't think you can grow a big chest by just using push-ups, then I'm about to prove you wrong. First, we're going to do a test to determine your current push-up level. Then we're going to go through how to pick the right push-up variations based on that, and then complete it with 2 key exercises to speed up your gains. By the end of this video, you'll have a personalized weekly push-up routine to grow your chest. First, let me tell you how we use science to make this routine so effective at growing your chest. So a 2018 study had a group of male subjects train 3 times a week using either the bench press or using push-ups. The bench press group simply increased the weight as it got stronger, whereas the push-ups group used 10 push-up variations that range from easiest to most difficult. Once the subjects mastered one variation, they moved on to the next one to continue improving their strength over time. After 4 weeks, the push-ups group managed to increase their overall upper body strength as much as the group using the bench press did. Other studies that analyze muscle growth show similar results and indicate that with the right push-up progressions, you can build comparable size and strength as you would with a weighted exercise like the bench press. We're going to implement this in our routine by having you train 3 times a week with the appropriate push-up variations based on your current level of strength. In addition to this, we'll apply a special method of training to further boost your gains. This method's effectiveness was recently tested on a group of 18 powerlifters. The participants trained 3 days per week, with each day using a slightly different style of training. On day 1, they performed an easier workout focused on just getting some skill practice in with their exercises. On day 2, they performed a heavy workout focused on improving their strength. Then, on day 3, they performed a muscular endurance workout focused on improving how many reps they could do in a row. These 3 styles of training challenged their muscles in different ways and proved to be extremely effective, increasing their upper body strength over 3 times as fast as traditional methods. We're going to replicate this same approach into your 3 weekly workouts by using a skill day, a strength day, and a muscular endurance day, each filled with the right accessory exercises for that day. Alright, step 1. So to do a normal push-up, your muscles need the strength to be able to lift about 70% of your body weight. This is why we're going to first determine your push-up level to know which exercises are best fitting for you. So first, warm up. If you're able to do push-ups, this is where you want to do a few sets of 2 to 3 push-ups just to get your body warmed up. If that's too difficult, then you can do wall push-ups instead. After your warm-up, rest for about 2 to 3 minutes before the push-up test. For the test, only good form counts. If your hips are sagging, you're not going all the way down or all the way up, or your elbows are flaring out to the sides, then those reps that just don't count. Each rep should be controlled, with your body remaining in a straight line. Nose almost touching the ground on the way down, arms fully locked out at the top, and the elbows tucked to about 45 degrees away from your side. When you're ready, drop down and do as many push-ups as you can. Note down how many you get and see which level you fall under. Level 1 is if you got between 1 to 10 push-ups. Level 2 is if you got between 11 to 30 push-ups. Level 3 is if you got more than 30 push-ups. Now it's time to actually go through your workouts, starting with day 1. But make sure to pay attention to each exercise that I go through, as many of them will be used in multiple levels and you'll be using them as you graduate through each level. So for those in the 1 to 10 group, we'll use an exercise that will require you to lift less of your body weight, making it easier for you to do. Find any kind of elevated platform like a couch or table and place your hands on it. The higher that platform is, the easier this move will be. So choose an appropriate height and lower it over time as you get stronger. Simply perform your push-ups on that platform and use a height that allows you to get 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. For those in the 11 to 30 group, take the number of push-ups you can do in a row and take 70% of that. So for example, if you could do 16 in a row, 70% of that would be roughly 11. You're going to do 3 sets of that number using just normal push-ups. For those in the 30 plus group, you're going to use a slightly harder variation called hand release push-ups. So in normal push-ups, at the bottom position after your descent, something called a stretch shortening reflex kicks in that gives your muscles more strength on the way back up. We're going to take this reflex away to create a greater demand on your muscles, which will in turn make normal push-ups much easier. To perform it, get into a normal push-up setup, slowly come all the way down until your chest is resting on the ground, take your hands off the ground, place them back, and then continue a normal push-up. For this exercise, we're going to aim for 3 sets of half the number of what your max push-ups are. Alright, now let's move on to day 2, your strength day. So for the 1 to 10 group, you're going to use a variation that's focused specifically on the downward portion of the push-up. This has been found to be a unique way to quickly improve strength and a method that we use frequently in my Built with Science programs because of its effectiveness. To perform it, start at the top of a push-up position and then lower yourself as slowly as you can towards the ground. Once you reach the ground, set back up to the top and repeat. Try to slow down more and more as you get stronger over time. We're going to do 5 sets of just 1 rep of this variation. For the 11 to 30 group, for strength, you're going to do the hand release push-ups that we mentioned earlier. For the 30 plus group, we'll want to do a variation that makes you lift more weight than you would with normal push-ups. To perform it, you're going to start in a normal push-up position, but come down to one hand instead of straight down. This shifts more of your body weight to one arm to increase the difficulty. Push back up using that one hand and then switch to the other hand for the next rep. We're going to do 3 sets of 50% of your max number of push-ups. Alright, for day 3, all groups are going to do something called EMOM push-ups. This stands for every minute on the minute. This variation involves short bursts of effort followed by minimal rest. This allows you to get a lot of reps in to build up your endurance without letting your body completely fatigue. They're tough but very effective. To perform it, take 50% of your max push-ups number. Then, using a timer, every minute for a total of 5 minutes, you're going to perform that number of push-ups. So if you had 20 as your max number of push-ups, you'd aim to do 10 push-ups every minute to get a total of 50 push-ups. If, however, you finished that and it was too easy, then simply increase your goal push-ups for each minute.